Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Golgari Midrange. So, I wanted to retry Golgari Midrange in the current Duskmourn meta, and there's not really that many cards in Duskmourn that slots well into a midrange deck at all. Now, the metagame is just super aggression or super control. There is, or sometimes combo. There is nothing for midrange decks. So there's just one card that I thought might be relevant, and that's Ghost Vacuum. One mana artifact that tap to exile a card from a graveyard, which, you know, is still relevant for Janus. But we can also pay 6 mana, tap it to sacrifice Ghost Vacuum, put each creature exiled with Ghost Vacuum onto the battlefield under my control with a flying counter. Each of them is a 1/1 spirit now, in addition to its other type, which I think is okay. But it is a exile sort of engine that can stop a lot of combo decks, right? The mid-range deck, of course, sometimes or very often lose to combo decks because when they go big, you can't really stop those from happening. So that's a new card in the deck that I think might be relevant. So the rest of the deck, I have to fine-tune it a bit because mid-range does not fight very well on either aggro or control. So I have to kind of change the cards around a bit. So here are the new deck lists that I'm trying out. I'm using 4 Cut Down. In the early game, I'm using 4 Cut Down, 2 Duress, and 2 Pick Your Poison. So this, of course, Cut Down kills all the aggressive decks, 2 Duress to handle control decks, and 2 Pick Your Poison to stop the stupid, what is that called again? The Forge deck. The Forge, Boros, the Talon deck, Caretaker's Talon, that's the card. So you can make our opponent sack an artifact, make our opponent sack an enchantment, or make our opponent sack a creature with flying. Any one of those is really good, and this is a sorcery speed effect, so you do have to think about when to use it. Usually making our opponent sacrifice a creature with flying isn't that good, but there are occasions where maybe they attack with a 1/2, what is that called again? The Slick Shot, and they thought we have something held up, so they didn't pump into it. On our turn, we can pay 1 mana to make them sacrifice it. They lose their Slick Shot for 1. So that is fringe scenario, but could happen. Turn 2, we have 2 Bat, 2 Deep-Cavern Bat, 4 Go for the Throw, 2 Mosswood Dreadnought, and 2 Terra Thunder. Now, of course, the thing that does make this deck different is that I'm not running 4 Bat, and I'm not running 4 Mosswood Dreadnought. I feel like these cards are very good when you have tempo, and Arena is not going to give us tempo. We're always going to go second, so these are bad cards to play into our opponent's turn 3. So in that case, I'm going to have 2/2 instead of 4/4, and then I want to have Go for the Throw to back us up and kill our opponent's creatures if necessary. Going to turn 3, though, we have 4 Preacher of the Schism, 2 Liliana, and 2 Glissa Sunslayer. So these are, of course, also very good cards when we have tempo, because we can keep drawing cards or making those 1/1 vampires if we needed that tempo. We need to keep the tempo, we need a card draw. Those are all very relevant, but we require us to be able to go first, which almost is impossible nowadays. And then turn 4, we have 2 Shieldred. And Shieldred is very good at stopping red, right? Any red deck sees Shieldred, they'll automatically quit. We also have 1 Urgent Necropsy. The Necropsy is okay because we can destroy a bunch of things. Artifacts, enchantments, planeswalkers, or what was the other one? Creatures, right? Or creatures. Any of those 4 just by going through and collect evidence. Now, the deck is lower on curve, so there's not really that many evidence we can collect. There's 1 Aclazotz in the deck and 2 Deadly Cover-Up in the deck. In case we get to turn 5, Aclazotz can hold our tempo all the way to the end of the game, and Deadly Cover-Up allow us to blow up the board in case our opponent goes wide. And finally, we have 2 Virtue. Virtue can recycle a lot of the cards, but Virtue can also play on the 2 mana side to -3/-3 of a creature and give us 2 life. Not that important, but Virtue is always a threat that our opponent that will be looming over our opponent as soon as we play on turn 2. Now they always have to think about, well, what do we do when they slam Virtue, right? So this is for that purpose, and really that purpose alone in this kind of mid-range deck. And of course, the deck is mid-range, so we're gonna have 25 lands, not 24, not 20. Well, actually, nobody runs 24 lands, so not 26 or 27 like a control deck would, and not 19-20 like an aggro deck would. So in this mid-range deck, we're gonna have 7 swamps. Most of the cards are green or are black, so 7 swamps, 2 forests, 4 Blooming Marsh, 4 Llanowar Wastes, 4 Restless Cottage, and 2 demo fields and 2 Fountainports. We want to be able to have our play our turn 2 spells, so there's only 4 tap lands in this deck. Every other land actively can be played on turn 1 or 2, meaning that we have a lot of interactions in the early game, and hopefully that's enough to fight against aggro, a lot of aggressions in our opponent's decks. Alright, that's all I got. Let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is is allegory. This is an allegory of my battle against the Shuffler. There it is. Ha! Oh, tap land. 1-drops. Looks like it's a good hand, but opponent goes first, so I'm not playing until turn 3. Turn 1, Restless Cottage. That's their turn 2. Then I play something, and that will be their turn 3. So yeah, it's nice. They're mulliganing. They're playing black. Alright. This might be a battle. This might actually be a battle instead of just me being blown out by a red card. Okay, mirror. Well, what are they going to take? It will be pretty obvious. Is it, though? I mean, whatever they take, right? That bat's getting removed. I guess they can just take my Virtue. Then I bat them. Alright, so I'm going to Virtue them. Unless they take my Virtue, then I bat them, I guess. I don't have a land, so I don't really get much of a choice anyways. If this was an untapped land, I could have cut this down and we wouldn't have any issue. Takes my bat. Interesting play here. I can also duress him and then cut down a bat. How relevant is that? I think it's fair. Whoa! Oh boy. Right. Get that out of here. I need to cut down right now, right? Would he draw a protection spell? Let's find out. You could have another bat. Mosswood Dreadnought to draw a card? Yeah. And I'll cut it down. Do I want a Liliana and make him drop a card? Because he has cut down open, so I could also play the Preacher, right? I think it's better to have the Preacher out. Obviously, you could have removal for the Preacher, and that would be pretty sad, but then I can just Virtue the Mosswood Dreadnought. Alright, he loses 1 life. I don't have anything to play. So we're both at 19. This is a perfect time to attack him. I get both of these. He blocks. I don't even have to do anything. Alright, it's even better. I mean, he knows I have Liliana, right? So is he playing into Liliana? Just want to draw a card here. Not a land. I don't have Go for the Door open, but I do have Cut Down open. So he can't even play it. Oh, well, I guess he could. Now that he draw the land. One card he needed. Let's pass the attack. I have less life. That's not fun. I don't want to have less life. I want to have more life. Cut it down. I could duress him again. I don't think that's worth it. Is there any way for me to gain 1 life? Does not look like it. I can Virtue to gain 3 life, but that's just to draw a card. I don't think that's worth it either. Let's go for the attack. Go for Liliana now.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Drop it. Cut down. He might drop his cut down. Then the bat will be much better, right? Duress is also relevant, but maybe not. It is 1 drop. Alright, let's drop the bat. He's probably going to drop his cut down. No? A land? Okay. He's holding his cut down for the bat. The bat's gone. Mosswood Dreadnought again. Unstoppable Slasher. And then quit. Come on, I'm playing on 3 lands. You're gonna quit. Don't be a loser. Alright, mirror match. Mana screwed. Still won. Alright, our opponent is Zemister. Hello, Zemister. Do you get to go first? Oh, they do. Oh, that sucks. Please don't be like aggro red, because I only have 1 removal and you're going first. Ah, they're aggro red. Look at that sleeve. Come on. Here comes Mountain. Oh, huh. That'll be more than just that, but maybe they have protection. Yeah, they're just trying to protect. No, Ember Heart's Tower. Kill it while we can, I guess. Slick shot, show off. See what they have. There's a protection spell, a Might of the Meek, and a Monster Spirit. So, let's take that out of the way before I die. Here's tap land. Oh, a Swiss Sphere, you don't say. I'm not blocking. You can pump. We'll play Glissa. They technically can block. I'll gain this 1 life. And another cottage. Fire the Meek again. Take the 3, he has no pumps. Huh. Well. I attack for 1. Aclazotz. That's a life gainer. Questing Duress. Alright, that's annoying. He's gonna get some card. Oh, their lands. Their lands are coming to play tap. Plays the Questing Druid. I guess he wants to kill my Aclazotz. Monster Rage. Yeah, sure, but it still trades. Can I gain 4 life? And it still trades. And I get to go for the throw. Gotta use it right now. Kill the Questing Druid. Actually, let me attack this. Would he block? I don't think he would block, right? Maybe I draw a card and then play the Dread Knight? No, I play the Dread Knight. No. Okay, this is hard, huh? I draw a card and then I play the Dread Knight. No, I play the Dread Knight. Then I have 3 mana, which means I cannot. Yeah, then I cannot use the Aclazotz, bring the Aclazotz back. Drawing a card here, how good is that? Drawing a card here. Okay. Loser. Didn't want to think about it. I'm thinking about drawing a card or playing a card. Don't want to play it out because you suck at the game? Get out. Alright, our opponent is Maverick. The Maverick. Alright, only swamps. Opponent goes first. Let's see what the Maverick is doing. Looks like Boros. Ugh, oh man, there's another Boros gamer. They got a mouse avatar, so maybe they're just playing a mouse deck. Yeah, they're just playing a mouse deck. Scampity scamp. Nice, dude. You can deal that 1 damage. Here comes another one. No, just a plot. Do I want to Deep-Cavern Bat him? Because then it would just... that's fine. Rage, Inside Out, and a Fling. Oh, I'll take the Fling. You can't deal the extra damage to me. Is he gonna pump it? Okay. Pumped it all the way. Yeah. Still mana screw, but at least I can kill it. Just top deck a creature right here. Haha, of course. Okay. I mean, that doesn't deal damage to me, right? I mean, it doesn't deal damage to my back. It deals damage to me. So. Basically, as though it didn't happen. Let's top deck another creature right away. Yes! I can't even top deck a land. Our opponent top deck creatures back to back. Top deck a land there.
Nobody knows Dominaria. I've always hated crowds.
Is he gonna top deck a third creature in a row? No! Didn't top deck a creature, quits game. This is current day Magic the Gathering. Alright, our opponent is Ripple Rip. Cool. Rippity Rip Rip. Rippity Rip is allowing us to go first. We got some Dread Knights going on. That's a good start. Yeah, let's play a tap land. Going first, we can afford not to play the cut down, right? Also, cut down won't do much here. Put the Mosswood Dread Knight out, we start attacking. This probably got a leyline in their deck. I'm getting smited. No, just lay down arm, that's fair. That is a cool sleeve. I don't mind losing to this guy. He's got a Azusa sleeve. And his bent control. Get lost. Alright. Let us try to draw into something, I guess. So here's a land. At least I had a land to play this turn. Not really quite sure how to fight this deck. Angel. Okay, so it's got a Traxa in the deck. Did we counterspell? Do you want to use up a get lost on the map token? It's not that bad. A Duress, so that would be pretty good. Alright. I'm gonna end this turn here. See what he wants to do. I want that Duress. Leyline binding? Cool. What is he gonna bind? My Mosswood Dread Knight? Don't need the Dread Knight for anything right now. Okay, no lands for this turn, but I could Duress him. Herd Migration for a land. Second Herd Migration for another land. Jesus, alright. He's tossing all of those away. Does he have a Traxa in her hand? There isn't a Traxa in her hand. His hand. Whatever. Dud hand. How do I even take out a Traxa? I don't think I can. Of course, here's where the bat would really help, but I didn't draw it. Does he have a play? I feel like he has a play, right? But he might just drop the Aclazotz here. He does. Does tap him out. So he got Overlord, Leyline, and all enchantments. Those are creatures too, because it's sorcery, but he can't play it this turn. Alright. What do I take out here? Can he deal with my... We can take down Lay Down on him, but I don't think I want to do that. Go to my turn. So this deadly cover up is happening, right? Is it though? Maybe I just kill the Aclazotz. I don't need a deadly cover up this time. Maybe I draw a land. I don't draw a land. There's no get lost though, so that's relevant, right? Liliana. Everybody discard a card. I can
Happy to help.
down.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Upton Beanstalks. It's gonna draw a lot of cards. Creature form? Wow. Alright, then he's gonna kill my Moss with Dread Knight probably. With a lay down arm. Does he still have planes? He probably still has planes in his deck. I mean, it makes no sense for him not to. He gets a swamp? I am not expecting that at all. Can he answer both the Virtue and the Dread Knight and Liliana? We'll find out.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
He might, right? Leyline Binding? I could definitely get it. There's a get loss. There's a Sunfall. Not that necessary. And then there's another Up the Beanstalk. I don't want to drop this deadly cover up, do I? What can I do here? I can deadly cover up the Aclazotz. And that kind of puts him behind by like a mile. Or I can attack with this. There's nothing on board, so I don't have to deadly cover up anything. Doesn't really do a lot of damage. Glissa, and it will just die. With the lay down arms.
Drop it.
Okay. I don't know how many of this matters. Let's take out a temporary lockdown. You could play a creature. You could turn the 1/1 life. The sun falls again, just to draw 2 cards. Okay. 5 mana, draw 2.
That.
I get a cut down? That's definitely... It's 3 mana, so he's probably gonna have removal, right? I guess if I'm gonna plus anyways. Let's plus first.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
What do I take out here? Is it Traxa? How many cards he draws? He still has 30, so Traxa's probably Scarious. What is in his hand? Overlord, Lockdown, Traxa. Alright, what else is in his deck? Bunch of scary cards is what it is. Oh, can't attack with the Restless Cottage because of this. Sure. Get rid of your own token for some reason. Just get lost. Top decked. No, Fable passive. No, that's just the land you already had. There's the Overlord, he draws 2 cards. You really want to play that many of the Beanstalk? And they draw in the leyline binding. We need to survive. He draws, let's say he draws 4 cards a turn. I still need to survive 5 turns. How likely is that?
A delay, nothing more.
Okay. So this happened.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man. Ah, I've always hated crowds.
And now our cottage will die. Oh no, take on Overlord. Yeah, there's no leyline binding against graveyard because I exiled one. Third migration? Yeah. Big board time. That's not looking good. There's only 1 card that can save me, and I don't think I'll draw it. I just used one. How does this deck survive in the current meta? Yep. No GG's for you. Alright, our opponent is Yas 6. Okay. There's 6 of them. And they get to all get to go first. Oh man, fine, let's do it. I got removal. Maybe. I don't even know. Okay, another Boros gamer? Fuck me. This is gonna suck. I hate playing against Boros with this deck. Fear of missing out. Okay. This is different. I mean, I'm just gonna go. Not gonna let them have Delirium off the Fear. They can have the Delirium somewhere else. Probably will. Another Fear of missing out. Alright. What does Delirium do? Oh, okay, doesn't give a haste. That's all that matters. No haste. No problem. spat them, see what they're doing. What kind of deck are you playing? You got a removal? Torch. That's fine. I still get to look at your hand. A chainsaw. Alright. That's what you want to do? Let's get rid of this. What does chainsaw do? Plus X plus 0, where X is the number of rev counter on chainsaw. A tap land. They're gonna make a token, right? They'll probably play the chainsaw, but then they can't use the chainsaw. Make a token. I have to kill the token, but then I don't really get anywhere killing the token this turn.
A fight? And you think you can win? Don't overthink.
Gotta discard the Liliana. The other two cards are more useful, even though I really don't want to discard the Liliana. Make a token. Because if I played the Moss with Dreadnought, it'll just die to the chainsaw. Attack for 1? Alright.
You picked a fight with the wrong Necromancer.
Draw a card and lose 1 now. I can make him sack this and makes another one. Or he can just sack it and draw a card. Oh man, that's not really good, huh? How good is a Liliana against this deck anyways? It's not very good. But if he sack it right now to draw a card, then he doesn't attack Liliana next turn. This is not haste, right? Yeah, it's not flash. Give me an extra mana. That might be important.
Your friends has to leave.
Draw a card. Play this land. I can break one of the Fountainports. It's not much, but it's something. And then we'd get another swamp out. I don't know. I don't think it matters, swamp or forest. I have 2 forests with green mana anyway, so let's just get a swamp. And we'll play out the Dreadnought. If he uses his chainsaw, then Overlord. Overlord is scary. Fear of missing out. That's actually pretty good for me. Because, well, is it good though? I mean, that just means Go for the Throw has a target.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Alright.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Fear for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. He didn't have a fear. I get a creature. Not the most sought after card, but it's something. Attack for 3. He can make a fish to block. He didn't. So he's gonna make a fish right now. Will my Virtue even bring anything back? Oh, dude! You're like winning! What the heck? Oh, okay. Maybe he just had to leave. But yeah, did I have anything to bring back? I can Virtue, but I can only bring back his fear of missing out. Which doesn't do much for me. I guess I can double attack with a Preacher. That still doesn't do much for me. Alright, our opponent is Savage Wisdom. Very savage. So savage that they get to go first. Black. And Duress. Already hate it. My Liliana's gone? Okay. Turn 2, here comes the bat. Yep. If you don't take my Virtue, I will kill your bat with the Virtue. Yep. Makes sense. Oh, it won't let me press the pass. Is he mask group? It can't be. There it is. Another bat. Will I just go for the throw this bat? No. We draw our land. And play the Preacher. The Preacher's probably gonna die. At least it could be cut. It cannot be cut down, right? That's something. Unstoppable Slasher. So I'm only gonna get a 1/1 like this. Leyline of the Void, a cut down, and Virtue. Playing off 3 lands, he's playing off 3 lands. Seems like he has something to play. It's probably the cut down, but you never know. No, it's Liliana.
No more distractions.
Discard,
Don't
gotta discard the shield. A Cropsy. Whenever it attacks the player with the most life, or tie for the most life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana means I can kill these 2, right? Or I can kill those 2, and then keep that bat. It's not doing much. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have 6? I have 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. 0 artifact, up to 1 creature, to no enchantments, up to 1 planeswalker. 1, 2, 6.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Get more 1/1. I'm at 17 now. Nope, now go to end. Play my land, then go to end. Okay. Now I can start drawing from Preacher, and because of that, my opponent crits. Dude, you were ahead the whole time. Alright, our opponent's Carl Casper. Carl Coral. We're gonna go first. Oh boy. 100% not aggro. Just watch. Look at this hand. Like if they're aggro, we're already won. But yeah, I don't draw this kind of hand against aggro. I've never drawn this kind of hand against aggro before. It would be hilarious if they're mono red. Oh! You really? Okay, I'm wrong. I'll be happy to admit I'm wrong. But hey, maybe he just has protection spells. Manifold Mouse. I have 2 cut downs. I could use one on his stupid mouse. Okay. It's a lot of go for the throats. And it's also not a lot of lands. Our opponent's about to draw more lands than we have. Yeah. Yeah. So they probably have protection spells that they want to use on their creature. This means I can't remove, right? But it gives me information about what they have. Red Malt Ire, Turn Inside Out, and Snakeskin Veil. If I take out a Snakeskin Veil, the Turn Inside Out won't really work. No, I don't want him to have protection against my kill spells. He drew a creature. You definitely draw a creature. I can cut it down right now. Would he pump in response? I can go for the throw, and in response to that, he will pump it, and in response to that, I will kill it again. If I cut it down right now, he might just pump it with a pump spell. I don't want to let him draw a card, so... It's really tricky, right? Because he can pump with all his cards. So I have to go for the throw it twice. Make sure it's dead and it stays dead. All of those are on the stack. He's got nothing. He can deal the 1 damage to my face while getting it back. Want to give it to Mike? No. Jerk. Alright. So you top deck another creature? Seems like it. Definitely top deck a playable, right? So you're thinking about it. No, do not want to play it. So okay, do we go shields down here and play a shield drip? I don't think I have instant speed creatures or haste creatures. Shield drip's real good. Puts them on a clock. A lot of removal. Update is available. I get it. Just let our opponent lose. They're playing banned cards. Alright, get out. Stupid banned card guy. Go back to the shadows and net deck another banned deck. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those games, do you like this deck? One thing I gotta mention, I'm playing this right before the bans, and I just realized that they have announced the bans on the red leyline, so that card is gone. But there's a few games today that I still fought against the red leyline, and oh, I gotta say, this deck does beat the red leyline deck pretty handily. We got the cut down, we got go for the throw, we got pick your poison, whatever it is, we'll be able to handle it. Even if they drop red leyline, we can actually land pick your poison on us on our turn 1 and make them sacrifice that leyline, so they would just lose it right away. So yeah, this deck, I have to say, it did not fare very well against all of the other matchups. There are uber control, uber value, because Wizards don't know how to design cards anymore. So, you know, Caretaker's Talent, land Caretaker's Talent, and you just win game. You just, every other card nowadays can provide a token somehow. Sunfall provides a token. The food bunny thing provides a token. Your land, the Fountainport, Maverick, they provide tokens. So it's infinite card draw. And then I was trying to kill them with Glissa, it doesn't work, that's why I have to put in Pick Your Poison. And Pick Your Poison definitely can stop their deck, but we have to draw it. And then if you cut too many cards to fight against those mid-range / uber control, uber value decks, we get overrun by aggro. We cut too many cards to fight aggro, we get overrun by those kind of uber control. And that's the problem with mid-range in best of 1, because you can't have the best of all the worlds here in best of 1, whereas in best of 3 you can have sideboards and redecide. But here, I think this is the best version I can get to, where I do have early game interaction, but also cards to kill their late game plays. What's more important is that we have bats to kind of stop them from playing all their spells. We have Mosswood Dread Knight to help us continue get card draw, but we don't have too many of each, so that they don't get dead in our hand against the matchups or the specific games where they might not be as useful. And that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.